I'm so awkward at these. I don't know how to start a video at all, especially because it's like, no one's watching these. Who am I talking to? These videos are mainly just for me, to be able to look back on, hopefully towards the end of my journey, and look back and see the differences. There was a video that I put up after my first week, which I think I've taken down now. But even just looking back on that, even though I can't really see changes within myself that much yet, I'm seeing like little changes. But even just looking back at that first video, and I could see like the way my face is moving, that I've actually lost weight on my face, which at the moment I can't see, I think, because it's been not as quick. It's been pretty steady, but it's not as quick as some people's weight loss. So I think on the 1 month review, 1 month update, I said that I'd lost 13.9 pounds, which is like almost a stone. Then it was nothing, then 4 pounds. And then this week's loss, although it is actually now Tuesday, and the week ended on Sunday, but I was shooting a wedding all day Saturday, and Sunday I was just getting the previews done and focusing on, you know, my workload, and was definitely too exhausted to talk Mounjaro to nobody. So week 7, last week, I'm still on 2.5. I do feel more hungry now. I can definitely handle more food. I still think, well, it's obviously still in a deficit because I'm still losing weight, so it's still less than what I was eating before Mounjaro. But I'm starting to be able to handle like the odd snack here and there, just not over consuming it. And I'm starting to handle bigger meals. For example, today I'm doing a curry, and ordinarily, like, I jabbed, what day is it? Tuesday. So I jabbed last night. Ordinarily I wouldn't be able to handle things like rice or potato or anything like, or pasta, anything really filling. The day after my jab, or for the first few days, it would be a write-off. Have I eaten today? This is what I'm finding the most, is it's like I'm not eating, and I don't realise that I haven't eaten. No, I have not eaten today. I think yesterday I only had dinner. Sunday I did eat like a fair bit, but it was like a big meal and then a big side. But that was all I ate. And then Saturday, obviously I was at the wedding, so I had wedding food, which is the best. One of the perks of the job. But obviously, because it's wedding food, it's sort of more portion controlled anyway. And I went for chicken with green beans, and had like one potato, so it was like with pepper on it. It's like one posh little potato, and carrots. And it was very, very nice. And then a tiny chocolate pot afterwards, which I only ate, I think, less than half of. It was very rich, and I'm not an overly sweet tooth person anyway, and I was just really full just from eating the chicken. And that's all I had that day. But I am able, like I say, to eat a little bit more, is what I'm noticing. I'm still not going to go up to 5 yet, because I have got the next 5 weeks worth of injections. I've got one more in my pen for next week, and then it's my following month, which I've already ordered, and I've ordered at 2.5. So that would mean the first 3 months of my journey would have been on 2.5. And I'm going to see what my weight loss is over the next 5 weeks. Because obviously I have to remember that the first few weeks my suppression was very strong. Like, I could not really handle eating hardly anything at all. And I think I said that in my last video, that I need to remember that full suppression is not the goal. So the fact that I can eat a little bit more is not a bad thing, because it's still within a deficit and I'm still losing weight, even if it's sort of slowly. But I'd rather lose it like a healthy sort of range anyway. I don't want to lose like £20 in a month, every month kind of thing. I'd be happy for sort of £2 a week at a steady pace, or the equivalent of, because like I say, 2 weeks I didn't lose anything. My eating habits were the same. So I really do think that my cycle does play a part, as we know, in weight fluctuations. So obviously I just stayed doing what I was doing, and then it caught up with itself after. But I will say I have the shortest cycle in the world, and it's so fucking annoying. I think my cycle is 20 days. So it basically means, and I get really bad PMS as well. Like, so far I have talked about periods in 3 videos, and it's going to be like, oh my god, this girl's obsessed with talking about her period. I'm really not. I'm going to try not to mention it from now on. But I am just seeing how it affects the medication, and I think that's interesting to know, especially for women who are on the medication. So yeah, so I have an insanely short cycle. It's very frustrating, and I get really bad PMS. So essentially I have 2 weeks off and 1 week on, basically, and that's really annoying, because then the week leading up to, like in the few days leading up to, I'm much more snacky. I'm really fucking moody, and obviously you carry a little bit more, I don't know what it is, water weight or whatever, you carry a little bit more weight in those weigh-ins. But I definitely crave more salty and sweet things, more carby things when I'm on, so that will also affect it. But I'm still losing, so it's fine. So yeah, not really much to report. I can handle a little bit more food, but I'm still in a deficit. I'm still losing. Week 7 I lost 2 pounds, 4 pounds the week before, so 6 pounds in 2 weeks. I'm still happy with that. Yeah, gonna see how the next 5 weeks goes, because obviously I've already got my 2.5 medication, and see what I lose in the next 5 weeks, and whether I'm happy with that rate still. Like I say, if it's like the equivalent of £2 a week within that 5 weeks, then I'm happy to do another month on 2.5. But I think if it slows down to less than that, then I might go up to 5. But right now, I've already got next month's medication. I don't want to risk getting side effects, because like I say, on 2.5, I'm really not getting anything, especially now that I'm used to it. Like the first couple of weeks, I had a very, very faint nausea, sort of similar to well, I won't say that, because some people get really bad morning sickness, but felt like that low level morning sickness. But it was really faint, and it was only when I thought about food. Like I was just really put off my food. But now my body's obviously got used to it. I'm not really having that anymore, so I'm not having any side effects. So if I keep losing on 2.5, why would I risk getting side effects? I also want to be able to give myself somewhere to go, because I don't really want to go above 5 financially. So I do want to give my body somewhere to go if 2.5 like completely ends up not working. So yeah, that's it. So it takes my total to £19.5 in 7 weeks. Happy with that progress. Gonna keep going, see how we go for the next 5 weeks. The end. I do still need to make time to prioritise the gym. I feel like I've been saying that for quite a few weeks. Yeah, because I do want to strength train still, and I'm taking all my supplements, taking my collagen, taking my pumpkin seed oil, taking magnesium, taking creatine. So all of those things, I wanted to do that straight from the start, after watching videos of like things that people wish they did from the start if they could start again. So I just want to give my skin and my hair the best chance of surviving a potentially rapid weight loss. So yeah, but I also need to prioritise strength training in that for my bone health, and so I don't lose too much muscle mass, and it's just overall good. Strength training is good for you, so in many ways. So I do want to try and prioritise that a little more. So it can just be difficult where I have to be home a lot. It can be difficult to prioritise, because I don't like to go in the evenings because it's too busy and I'm very shy. So I like to go during the day, but I homeschool, so I am tied to the house during the day. So I can only go out in certain windows on certain days. And then obviously with an editing load from weddings and stuff, sometimes it's just not always feasible. But there is one more year left of school, and then she's in year 11 next year. And then I won't have to be at home, and I'll hopefully be able to prioritise things a little more, not just strength training, but other things. And yeah, right now though, I need to take a little window when I can, and that's not always consistent. So, but yeah, I do want to try and get in there at least once a week. I want to go 3 times a week, but I want to at least try once a week on those really tight weeks where I'm busy. So in 12 days, it will be my 2-month mark on Mounjaro. So I'll probably do a 2-month update. So yeah, there should be 2 videos in between then. This one, week 8 update, and then 2-month update I'll do separately. So I'm basically talking to nobody, and it's more for me to look back on hopefully when I'm at the place I want to be able to look back on my journey. But if anybody comes across these and doesn't get really bored with my very monotone voice, and watch the journey or go through the journey with me, because I think the only people watching these are going to be people who are also on the same journey. We can go through it together, that would be nice. If anyone is watching them, I imagine for in the background, like I watch YouTube videos. I watch a lot of YouTube videos on like photography and stuff like that, because obviously that's my job. So if I'm learning new skills or looking at new bits of gear, then I will intently watch them. But when I'm doing housework and stuff, then I watch like people on Mounjaro or like lifestyle stuff, or like overconsumption videos, and it's just nice to have like someone talking in the background while I'm doing housework. So I imagine if anyone's watching these, it will be in the background, because that's how I would watch it. Anyway, I'm gonna go and take my curry off now and see how much I eat of it, because even though I haven't eaten today, I am not hungry. But I will try and eat it. Okay, bye. Hello, I am back already. I am so full. Ignore my hair. I'm now comfortable, but uncomfortable because I'm full. I am so bloated. Yeah, I thought I'd just show you how much I've eaten, because I don't know what I'm bloody talking about. Saying I can eat more. Figuring out what I've eaten today is nothing. Right, well, I was going to say don't judge my dinner, but you can absolutely judge my dinner. I've said before, I don't enjoy cooking. So it's just a chicken korma. And maybe I should show it a different way. But I've managed about a quarter of it. And I am uncomfortably full now. So me saying that I can eat a little bit more. Some days I can eat a little bit more. Still in a deficit. And then other days I can't. So it's obviously just fluctuating, isn't it? And today I'm just not hungry. So yeah, that's how much I've managed of my dinner. I think I was obviously being a bit hopeful, thinking I could eat rice the day after jabbing. Like, I wasn't hungry, but I also knew that I hadn't eaten anything today, and I felt like once I start eating, even though I'm not hungry, I'll probably finish it. But no, I can't. I barely managed a quarter of it, and I am extremely full. So yeah, 2.5 is obviously still doing its thing. I mean, it's not going to go to waste. I'm either going to put it in the fridge and eat it tomorrow, or my partner will eat it after he's finished his, not going to lie. Probably. Yeah, I did enjoy what I ate of it though, so that's something. And I feel satisfied, so I don't feel like I'm missing out by not finishing, a meal. But I thought I'd just show you what I ate of my dinner, because I really thought that I'd be able to eat it despite not being hungry. But just thought I'd show you. Okay, I'm going to put it in the fridge now. Bye.